Hey, what's up guys? So today I wanted to make a video kind of different than what I used to do. So most of the time when I make a guide or whatever, I normally edit them. But this time it's gonna be just a quick recording with like 5 tips or something like that that a lot of people do not use. And even diamond players, like there are tips that I'm gonna say that a lot of diamond players do not use either. So I want to talk about the first one, which is basically walking up to your opponent before you hit your level 6. This could be any level, by the way. So here, when your minion is about to die, the next one I'm gonna hit 6, right? So I auto attack it, and then I start walking up just a little bit before. So just wait a little bit more here. Okay, so right now I can start walking up and go in right there. See? So that is something basic that I know even like gold player could do sometimes. But I know also that there are players that don't use that one trick here, even in high elo. So that is something you could keep in mind, because this is the element of surprise, right? If you start walking up to your opponent before you get the level you want, oh shit, you can see that, it's gonna surprise them. I mean, some people are expecting that, especially when your opponent starts walking up when they're level 5. You can kind of expect that, but this could also work with level 3, for example. Like if you want to go all in with E into Q and then stun, depends on the gap between you and your opponent, of course. But yeah, this is something you have to keep in mind. It's worth losing some, like if you lose 40 gold or 20 gold or even a cannon minion. Like sometimes you can even sacrifice the cannon if that means you're gonna get a kill, obviously. But yeah, you just look at the HP, you see how much DPS there is on it. And then you start walking up to your opponent, and especially with the level 6, it's gonna surprise them so much. So that's one thing. The second thing I want to talk about is the spacing. So I'm not gonna be able to show you very much in this custom game. Hold up, because well, I should have added a bot. But basically, when you start like chasing someone, you know, people usually just right click on someone and then they just right click on him. And then they keep on running away, so they just keep on right clicking on them. But instead of doing that, whenever you auto attack, you should start walking up further beyond and auto attack. I don't know if that's clear, but I've made a better video about it with actual clips of raid games. So I'm gonna put the link in the comments. But basically, instead of just right clicking on someone and chase them down just like that, you always have to, you know, close the gap slowly. Even like go further beyond, like go behind them if you can. This way you don't get out of range for the next auto attack, and you always stick to them, and you may have a chance to kill them. When if you don't do that, they may just escape because you won't have the range for the next auto attack, for example. So I'm gonna show you the link in the comments, because it's gonna be way more clear with the clips. Yeah, that was something I wanted to put in this video as well, even though I can't really show you. But yeah. So next one was number 3, in which hold up, I wrote it somewhere. Predicting a move forward and yeah. So basically, when you're farming in lane, let's say like there are minions here, right? And there's your cannon is basically about to die. I'm just gonna show you this way. It's gonna be better. But sometimes you can expect your opponent to walk up, and that's when you want to punish them. But sometimes, if you stand in front of your minion, your opponent is gonna be way too scared. Like let's say there is that one minion here, but you stay here. You're like, let's say that I don't know what your opponent would be, but something kind of weak. And if you stay here, he's never gonna be trying to get that one minion. But if you stay behind there, like right there, he would be more like he would have more confidence. And he will be able to walk up to get that CS, but you will expect that. And then as soon as they walk up, you can just go in instantly right there. See? Because if you stay near the minions that are gonna die, your opponent may not be walking up. But if you fake that you're backing up and give them confidence, they're gonna walk up to get that CS. So then you just go back in. You have to be an actor. You have to pretend that you don't care, or that you're gonna ignore him last hitting. But that's just a play. You want him to walk in, but if you stay near your minion, they're never gonna walk up. So you need to bait them into thinking they're safe, and then just turn around instantly. And that doesn't just work with minions, that also works with basically anything. Like let's say you're chasing someone, right? I'm gonna use some random abilities, but and then they keep on running away, and then you back off, and you know that those moments when you stop chasing someone, and when they see you running away, they turn back to you again because they think they're safe, and then suddenly you can just maybe flash on them, stun them, even without burning flash, just like waiting for your cities, or just turning back again. Basically, you just want to bait them. Like when you stop chasing, sometimes it's just a bait. Like you just it's the same thing I just thought about. I told you about with the minion last hitting. Basically, you just want to fake that they're safe. Like you want to make them believe they're safe and that you're not looking for an all-in or for a kill. And when you back off, they have confidence again. And that works even better with ranged champions, but on the reversed. I think Adrian spoke about it like 4 years ago, like 5 years ago. But basically, I think it was Adrian. I'm not even sure. Yeah, I think he was displaying that against Gnar or Timo. Yeah, I think he was in custom game with Weekend. And Weekend was playing Timo, and he was showing how to play against ranged champions. And he was showing that sometimes you want to fake that you're going to keep chasing, because basically the ranged champion is going to be starting to auto attack you, but at the same time they see you back enough like to turn back on them, so they're going to panic and they're going to back off, but you're going to back off as well. You're not going to keep chasing. You walking back to them was just to make them panic and to cancel the auto attack. So yeah, that was the things I wanted to talk about. I don't have many clips to display that. Honestly, I didn't want to take time to edit this video and stuff, because this was a very quick one, and I think my explanations were good enough. So hopefully that helped you, and I hope you can make use of those tips in your games.